Horrible Call of Duty Ripoffs is a video I uploaded on January 18th, 2019. In that video, I took a look at a bunch of games that took a little too much inspiration from Call of Duty. But a lot has changed since the beginning of 2019. For one, an official Call of Duty mobile game actually exists, so mobile gamers no longer need to go for the alternatives. But nonetheless, today I'll be taking a look at more Call of Duty ripoffs. So the first game is Modern Ops Online Shooter FPS. Danny420Killa says, awesome game, but only thing about the game I'm not liking is that if you play for about an hour, the game crashes and closes out, but other than that, it's a great game, so hopefully this will get fixed soon. Marty Byred 2020 says, rigged. I played this game at elite levels and would say that without question the gameplay is rigged. It is a very cleverly designed money
because
grab
they built
that
money
fun
for the
team
and
up
if you are
of course, as you said. Kevin the Apple says, one of the best, if not the best, FPS mobile game. This is an easy FPS that I could spend hours playing. It's super fun, and for someone like me who doesn't play FPS games on a daily basis, can obviously still have lots of fun. These developers have made an incredible FPS for mobile. So quality-wise, the game's actually pretty good. The graphics are appealing, especially for mobile game standards, and the controls are responsive. However, there is one major flaw. This game, as well as many others, have a mechanic where you automatically shoot when you look at your enemy. However, this game also has intense auto-aim, so the outcome of interactions doesn't come down to skill, it comes down to who looks at who first. Also, killing your opponents seems a little too easy, and after seeing these really creative usernames, it makes me think that they're actually bots. Yeah. There isn't really much to talk about in this one, because the game actually isn't terrible. It's actually a decent alternative to Call of Duty Mobile. The game gives off more CSGO vibes anyway, so whatever. The next game we'll be looking at is Last Day of Winter Survivor. Yo boy Johnny says, awesome, but needs knives. Chashin85 says, don't get it! It's boring and awful. I downloaded it thinking it's better than Halo 4 on my Xbox or something, but no. Graphics are awful! And you will get ads a lot. So when I was first getting the game, I initially thought it could have been a re-release of a game called Call of Sniper World War II FPS, which I reviewed in the first video. But oddly enough, from what I've played, there's barely even snow in the game. It's especially weird when considering that winter is literally in the title, but whatever. Before each mission, you're taken to a menu where you could select your gun. Beneath it, you can see stats on the weapon, and by tapping on it, you can make the gun shoot, which is a pretty nice touch. After you choose your weapon, you wait through a loading screen and then get your objective. Spoiler alert, it's always kill the terrorists. At least for the levels I've played. The gameplay loop is actually pretty simple. Enemies come out of random doors and you shoot to kill them before they kill you. Unfortunately, I made the mistake of choosing the pistol, which means it's incredibly difficult to hit enemies from the other side of the map. Once you finish killing all the enemies, you can go to the next level, which has the same objective. This map has even less to do with snow than the last one. In fact, it's quite the opposite, taking place in a more tropical area. This one is just more of the same. You shoot the enemies as they come, and yeah, that's it. This level really showcases the flaws of the pistol, as there are quite a few enemies that are extremely far back. And while you struggle to shoot them, they can hit you just fine. Unsurprisingly, this next level has the exact same objectives as the other two. Wait, 2 levels in and we're already reusing assets? Wow, that's cool, I guess. Another thing this game really likes to do is add an invisible barrier. Not gonna lie, they could have put a barricade or something there to make it clear that you can't go past it, but I guess not. Because of this, the game feels more like a shooting gallery than an actual game. However, that's not inherently bad. There's also the same auto-shooting as in the last game, however this time there's no aim assist, so it feels a little more balanced. Not that I would feel bad about using it anyway, because we're playing against bots. Overall, I'm not the biggest fan of this game. You're basically just shooting enemies while being trapped in an invisible box. There's also not that much substance to it besides using different weapons. The next game we'll be looking at is Call of Army World War II shooter game. I don't need a nickname says, fun, but it lies. One of the main reasons I wanted to play this game was because it was all World War II guns and because of the M1 Garand. It says it has one on the thumbnail, them and I learned there is no MG34 nor a M1 Garand, and I was a bit sad, but other than that, it's good. FlyX Fusion says, yes. A few glitches here and there, nice job on this, but could use improvements. Great game anyway. Also, don't listen to the freaking people who think this game is bad, cause like, nah bro, it ain't. I know how to use a keyboard says, ads everywhere. Literally the title, there are ads everywhere. When you end a mission, there's an ad. When you click the menu button, there's an ad. Sad! The controls for this game are actually alright. The controls are fairly standard, except for the fact that auto-fire is an option. Which is unfortunate, because why would I play without auto-fire when auto-fire is just a lot easier? Even though most missions have you killing enemies, there's still quite a lot of variety in terms of presentation. There's killing enemies normally, saving hostages,
thank you, kind sir,
and killing the commander. Let's go through some of the missions in detail, shall we? So in the first mission you need to do the tutorial, we've already been through that. But next we need to kill the enemies. The enemy AI is actually decently complex. They normally don't notice you until you alert them or fire at them. So basically, this game's AI can compete with Metal Gear Solid, a game that came out in 1998. But hey, at least the enemies can't see you from anywhere, so that's a plus. Once you finish killing enemies, you can go to the next level. In the next level, you have to kill the commander. This one encourages stealth a lot more than the last one, as you don't need to actually kill all the enemies. Even though it's a minor change, it still feels very different. Then you kill the commander to finish the level. In this level, you have to save a hostage. Yup, even in different levels, this game is still introducing new mechanics, which is a nice touch. However, again, I cannot stress this enough, the auto-shooting actually really takes away from the experience. The fact it's an option doesn't really do much, as you're putting yourself at a disadvantage by not using it. But at least the game gives you an option. Even though it's still a reskin of the same gameplay formula, at least it gives a slight bit of variety. It actually has enough variety to keep it interesting for a little while, even if it is only for a few minutes. However, it's no Call of Mission Black Warriors.
Some of our agents have gone rogue. They're willing to sell intel to enemies. Your mission is—
Shut the fuck up.
So the next game we'll be looking at is Code of War Shootout Online. Micklint says, can you play it on computer? Hi. Can it be on Mac? Please respond. Rico6 West says, OMG! It's awesome, guys. I have to get it on my tablet as well. Bad Husky 13 says, Bad Husky 13. Nice game, guys.
Walter.
So the first thing you gotta do is choose your server, Europe or Asia, cause those are obviously the only two continents that exist.
Greetings, Commander.
Hi, lady I've never seen before.
Use the joystick to move forward.
Yeah,
backward.
I get it.
Swipe the screen to turn around.
Okay.
Pick up the bonus.
That was really epic.
Greetings, Commander. Tell me your combat name. This is your hangar.
Yeah,
Take a
fuck
look
you.
around.
So as you can tell, this game is a third-person shooter and not a first-person shooter. The mission is the same as in every other FPS, kill the enemy team and get a point. I'm honestly split on whether I'm playing against bots or actual people. On one hand, you have to make an account, and more players join the game as it goes. But on the other hand, the players are really bad. Like, I'm not joking when I say that I haven't died a single time while filming this. That's how bad they are at the game. There's also the same auto-fire mechanic that appears in all the other games. As I already stated, I don't like this feature, as it makes interactions a lot less skill-based, as whoever sees who first has a massive advantage. Aw yeah, I'm the god of this game, I am the greatest player on this entire game, fuck you. This game also has different maps. I actually really like this map, as shipping containers are pretty epic. So overall, I actually like this game. It's pretty cool. The controls are responsive, and also, it's just kind of fun to play. But then again, the auto-firing takes a lot of the skill out of it. The next game we'll be looking at is Survival Battle 2. Huh? Could you work? No? Oh, okay. The last game we'll be looking at is Medal of Valor 4 World War II. And yeah, I get that this one's more of a Medal of Honor ripoff than a Call of Duty ripoff, but I'm never gonna make Medal of Honor ripoff, so here it is. Emoji Spam says, difficult. Impossible to complete first mission. Speak in Tweetish says, awesome. I know it might need some work, but overall a great game. I am a World War II nerd says, this is okay. Needs more levels, but cool. Wow, rip your logo, I guess.
Sounds and words of the bloodiest battle in history. For this is the
I don't care. You select your mission through the Journal of a Soldier, which is actually a pretty interesting idea. Definitely a lot cooler than a menu. Not gonna lie, man, that soldier's looking pretty HD. Did I mention this was on the high settings? Okay, this is a mobile game that came out years ago, so I'll cut it some slack. So I make it to the beach and immediately start shooting nerds. And I start shooting nerds for a while, you know, until I die. Yeah, that review saying it was impossible, probably not true, but I don't feel like playing the first mission anymore. The next mission is in this jungle. This level has me and the homies walking like true gamers. Hey, wait up! Then I walk to green circles and kill enemies. Then there's more enemies and green circles. Then the full squad rolled up and I died. You know what? I'm gonna turn the graphics down to low. Whoa! Now the graphics are HD! Just kidding, this is an ad. In this next mission, you shoot shit from a tank. I find it extremely odd that this is actually the easiest mission in the game, as you're basically invincible when you're in the tank, and you can't get out. This part is basically an on-rail shooter that takes way too long. This is sped up and it still takes forever. Yep, any second now. Yeah. So overall, this game's actually decently interesting, although it is a bit dated. You could definitely tell how much mobile games have changed ever since this came out, which is who knows when. So anyways, that's all for today, gamers. If you enjoyed, I made an entire playlist about rip-off mobile games, so watch that if you're interested. Also, serious note, I really want to thank everyone for getting me to 50,000 subscribers. It honestly means a lot, so thanks.